Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. So, we are, in the last episode, we went and fought in the Newson plant, but today we are finishing up all of these side, I forget what these are called, these like little side story things. So we're gonna do all of these, and then if we have time at the end, I might go do the Stia purple fight, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll try to fight another Gigantics enemy. If we'll see how it goes. Well, not that one. We've already fought that one. So we're gonna go finish up all these, and then we'll see what the timing is like at the end of these. I don't know how many there are, but we will find out. Dozer! Hey, buddy.
I didn't know you were back in Alio.
Me neither.
I hear you completed your assignment in Stia.
I did. I was just helping Glenn's crew. It was all Crawford. It kind of was all Crawford.
Yes, that was a surprise. I never would have expected Crawford to strike out for Stia like that. Neil's Stia was Crawford and Glenn's most hated enemy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Especially after I learned what happened.
At first, Crawford said he would let Glenn handle it. But the truth is that he really wanted to settle that old score by Glenn's side. Fortunately, Dahl's activity in Alio at the time was minimal. It was an opportunity that might have never come again. That's why I didn't hesitate to give my blessing to his decision.
Oh, that's right. Dozer was taking over in Central for that time period. I forgot.
I'm glad the three of them were finally able to close that chapter of their battle. Crawford, Glenn, and Hibana.
Kanui told me about Hibana.
I see.
Hmm.
Hibana and Glenn were close for a long time. She was always the type who wore her heart right on her sleeve.
Aww.
I'm not saying they were the same, but her straightforwardness was a lot like Ina's. When Glenn and Hibana met Crawford, the three of them started working together. Crawford and Glenn's relationship is still more or less the same as it always was.
So they never really liked each other?
They've always gotten into it over differences of opinion.
Yeah.
And it was always Hibana who would step in to mediate things. She had a knack for finding the compromise and getting them to shake on it. And she was really intuitive. She would just sort of throw a plan together and somehow, it almost always worked out. Which is the exact opposite of Crawford's unrelenting rationality, of course. Yet, they always seemed to get along. All three of them had very different personalities, but they just seemed to mesh with each other.
Wow.
Their teamwork in battle was especially impressive. Glenn would take the front, Crawford brought up the rear, and Hibana would float between them. And the three of them would just chew through the toughest dolls like that.
Aww.
It was a foregone conclusion that those three would one day lead Alio. But then Hibana's death created a big void. Without her, Crawford and Glenn set off on separate paths that they each thought was best. Now that the score's been settled with Neil's Stia, hopefully, that void can finally be filled.
Well, that would be nice. Oh, hello.
Looks like there's some trouble. I think I better get going. We'll finish this chat some other time. Until then.
Wow. That was surprisingly deep. Alright. Do we have another one here in... We do not. Oh, the other thing is I still have the final set of ranks for the Ordinal Tower to do too. So there's still a handful of things that I can do here in these episodes. Especially now that I've maxed out all my skills. I do like to max out my skills before I do a lot of this other stuff. Towards the end of this, we may end up having, towards the end of this next set of episodes, we may end up having, like, cobbled together episodes where I do this bit, and then I have to wait until I can do this other bit, kind of thing. Alright, who am I looking for here? It's just... Nadara. Okay, I think she's out over here above... I think she's up on that ridge up there. Potentially. I should have paid a little bit more attention, but I think she's out up over this way. Am I... Oh, she's over this way. Oh no, she is up on top of there. I was right. All right. And here we go. Hello, Nadara. Looks like I'm not the only person doing this.
It's you.
Hi.
I have heard of your deeds throughout the land.
Who told you that?
You've even taken the fight to Stia.
I haven't done anything great. Thanks to... Yeah, I haven't done anything great.
No need to be humble. It's clear to everyone that your abilities are exceptional.
I still wonder how my character relates to the character from the... I believe it has been said that we are the same character from the base game. And our character for the base game has time travel powers, so maybe we just innately have a lot more strength because we've been through all this before.
So, is it true that several Dolls facilities have been discovered in Stia?
At least 2. If not 3.
Hear that there is a plant among them that is quite similar to the lower level of Maquad.
Yes.
And that they found Dolls manufacturing equipment inside. I had presumed that dolls are born naturally, like other living organisms.
Really? They look a lot like robots to me.
I guess that is not the case.
Then again, I guess that doesn't really explain the, like, the liquidy blue stuff.
So, someone created the dolls? Who? When and why?
Well, if this really is a future to the prior game, then that would likely be some future Arcs, or like someone from the Arcs Oracle fleet at some point. I still think we're not on a planet. I think we're on some artificial thing, because there are like bits of like text sticking up out of the ground. I feel like we may all be on a spaceship or something. I'm not entirely sure.
I have so many questions, but I am a warrior, not a researcher.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to Crawford. I've given the order for Retem Arcs to prepare for a new battle.
Oh, what new battle?
Our wounds from the battle with Renus Retem have healed, and we are reorganizing our forces.
Okay.
We cannot simply maintain a defensive posture in the face of
We're
this new unknown.
We're prepping for an assault on Dark Falz. I see what's going on here.
We will mobilize for war. We must also consider how to coordinate with Kavaris and Stia, in addition to Aelio.
Glenn and his crew of professionals. They are the strongest group we've met.
Then we had better not let them show us up.
Fantastic.
People's thinking is beginning to change here lately. We may be able to join forces with those who think differently. while still honoring our treasured Retem traditions.
I still think that Retem City is inside some kind of thruster. Which may just be part of the spaceship that we're on. Like, that
We must
still
not fear the
theories.
change that will inevitably come with that. We must welcome any and all talent without prejudice.
Yeah.
I've learned through my own experience that this is necessary in order to deal with so many threats. We still have many battles ahead of us. If we want peace, it is the only way. I hope you will continue to fight by our side.
I'll do the best I can. Wow. Alright. So let's see. Any more here? It looks like we do not. Alright, let's head over to Kavaris. I'm assuming we're gonna go talk to the quintuplets. And they're also probably gonna talk about how we helped save them and what plans moving forward. Itchy nose. All right. Ooh. I'm very intrigued by, like, the whole plot here. I still want to know what's going on with all this stuff. There's got to be something weird. Okay, it looks like we got a couple of people. Ilma and Mary. I can just run over to this one. This one's right over here at their house. There we go. You're just right over here. The other one's on top of the mountain. Wait, is this not at their house? Oh, it is at their house. Thing just didn't show up for a long time. Hey, Mary.
Oh, it's you!
Yeah, it's me.
I heard the news. You went to Stia.
Yeah.
I hear it's a really severe place.
Even more severe than
They
this.
say it's just endless fighting with hordes of dolls under a sunless sky.
It's very poetic.
Well, you don't look any worse for wear, but what about the other two?
I'm pretty worn out.
What? Is everything okay?
A lot happened.
Well,
We'll get through
I'm
it.
glad to hear that.
Everyone survived. Well, at least
I was worried
all the main
because
characters survived.
I hadn't heard anything for a while. I'm just happy to see that you seem to be doing fine.
Yeah.
If you ever need anything, you can count on us. I told you, right? We'll support you in any way we can.
Yeah, they're building up for a final battle. I'll let the others know.
Yes, please do. It's been a while since I talked to the two of them. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you about what's been going on here.
Something happened?
According to Ilma, he's been making progress on his investigation of Lost Central.
Ah.
And Aleo Ark's defenders are really pitching in, too. I also hear that Ark's defenders from Retem are showing their faces lately.
Well, they're all rested up from their
And
battle.
not just to fight. They're helping out with research as well.
Oh.
Grandpa used to always say Retem Ark's defenders only care about fighting prowess. But I guess things have changed a lot since then.
That was very recent of a change.
Ilma is in Grandpa's study, organizing the data found at the site. He is thoroughly checking the data that Grandpa left for us. But there haven't been any more messages from Grandpa since that one time.
Oh.
We were hoping we might be able to find more clues in Lost Central, but...
Maybe there are places you haven't found yet.
True. We've barely scratched the surface of the snow. We'll just keep going, slow and steady.
Yeah, there
With
probably is
both
whole
Tavares
sections of
and
these
Renewal,
areas that we
they're
haven't
looking
found.
for Grandpa's clues. I'll contact you if we discover anything. We might even need to ask for your help. Of course, there would be something in it for you too. Take care.
That was great. We might need your help. I don't know. All right, let's teleport up to the top of the mountain here. And go talk to, was it Ilma? See what we've got in here. Ilma! Hey! Oh, there we go.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Hey!
I thought you were an enemy. I've already caused everyone quite a bit of trouble by being careless around enemies. Everyone is working so hard, and I'm just off searching for shiny minerals. But enough about that, I guess.
Doing more research?
No, just clearing my head a little.
Ah.
Being cooped up inside all the time makes my brain start to feel sluggish. I've been thinking about Central Cannon a lot lately.
Yeah?
We modified Aelio's Central Cannon based on the lost Central Cannon data that we found. They share some uncanny similarities.
I mean, they're very clearly built by the same people.
Their photon generator values and their capacitor unit photon charge rates, for example.
Oh, technical specs.
The specs are pretty different, but the basic construction is the same. That's why the lost Central Cannon data helped us fix our problems with the Aelio Cannon. Which means these Central Cannons were designed with some level of mass producibility in mind.
Okay. See, here's the if this is just the top of a giant ship, then these cannons may just be defensive cannons on the outside of the ship, just like across the top of it.
Central and Central City share a lot of similarities to begin with, both aesthetically and in terms of city design.
Yes.
Basically, Central City was built using Lost Central as a template.
I wonder if that's not true. Exactly. I wonder if they're
It makes sense
the
that they're
same.
similar, but that template wasn't designed by us. We just repurposed what was already there to use as Central City's infrastructure. All we really did was gather materials and build on top of the template that someone else created.
Yeah.
You know, a huge container was found underneath Ritem City the other day. Know what was in there? Central Cannon parts. And they were nearly identical to the Aelio and Kavaris cannon parts. I mean, you see how Ritem City is now, but I can't help but wonder if the original plan was to make it like Central City.
Who could have made it?
Exactly. That's the inevitable question. I mean, someone other than the current inhabitants of Halpha. Someone who simply vanished, leaving massive structures all over Halpha. There's no doubt that these mysterious people existed, but we haven't been in a place to explore that mystery until now.
Okay, understandable.
This new discovery, though, I think the time has come to get serious about figuring it out. What were they doing here on Halpha? And what happened to them? I have the feeling that we will need to know that information going forward. there's no guarantee that something worse than Dark Falz won't show up in the future.
I mean, there's the Profound Darkness. That is the only thing, as far as I know, that's stronger than Dark Falz.
We need to know as much as we can in order to handle a wide range of possibilities.
But the Profound Darkness has only showed up twice in the whole franchise right now, as far as I understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again on another one of my monologues.
I don't know if they would use the Profound Darkness in 2 games in a row.
Once I get some things figured out, I'll try to explain a little more clearly. Well, the first thing to do is to try to find some leads. I'll be working on this together with Crawford and the Alio research team.
I still think the buttons on his jacket look like googly eyes.
I'd like to include
It distracts me so much.
Talking to you always helps clear my head for some reason.
Because I don't really talk back, I don't I think.
So much for listening. Time to head back to the lodge and start putting some ideas on paper. Take care.
Alright. So let's see if there's any more here. I don't know if these ones are going to be spawning any more new, any new discussions. These things take a surprisingly long time to load and deload. Or I could just be having issues. There we go. What was that sound? Alright, looks like we're done here. Now let's move on to Stia. And we've got a couple here. And then I'm going to go back to Alio and check to see if having finished any of these unlocked a new one in Alio. We will find out. Because I think there's 2 here. And those might be the last 2. I'm not entirely sure. The Central webcomic is hilarious. It's fantastic. Alright. Oh, there are more than... Okay, there's quite a few. Alright, there's 4 here. Right over here. Oh, Manon. Hi.
Oh, I didn't know you were here.
I didn't know you were here. Do you need something at the camp?
No, I was just looking around. It looks like the Ark's defenders here are busy, as usual.
Yeah.
At least their staffing and supply situation seem to be a little better. But now that they're operating deep within Stia, I'm sure their responsibilities have increased. And yet, I haven't heard a single complaint from anyone. Each and every one of them has an important role to play, and that keeps their spirits up.
Yeah.
I've seen all of this somewhere before.
You mean in every location that we've fought dolls at? You mean in other regions? Yeah.
It's definitely true that Ark's defenders in every region work hard.
But
The defenders in Alio Town stand out in my mind the most.
I didn't really know them all that much.
It used to handle the defense of all outlying areas by itself. It was responsible for the entire area on the other side of the mountain from Central City. And as you know, they did it all with very few Ark's defenders. It was hard enough just to patrol that area, let alone maintain equipment and prepare food.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They gave it their all every day. And on top of that, they never knew when dolls might attack. Sometimes they would be up all night defending against a sudden assault. And yet none of them ever complained or felt sorry for themselves. In fact, it seemed like they enjoyed life to the fullest.
Yeah, a lot of them were like that.
I didn't realize it at the time, their all to everything they did. They never lost sight of their dream for a peaceful world.
Yeah, I think almost everyone is like that.
Who have to carry that torch. And I was reminded of that responsibility just now while looking at the Stia camp. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on for so long.
Oh, you're fine.
So much has happened. Sometimes I overthink everything. What we've been through. And what we will go through. I still need to process all these feelings. I'll see you later.
Aw. Yeah, she's the one that's been taking this harder than anyone. Oh, hello. Let's see. Where's the next one? Glenn, Kanui, Aina. Let's set a waypoint here. What? Where's this fighting coming from? I hear fighting. Oh, is it just these guys making those noises? Oh yeah, their footsteps. That's hilarious. Did that not? Oh, they have icons now. Whoa. Why can I not place an icon? Huh. I wonder... Okay. I don't need to place a pin there. I know exactly where that is anyway. I'm pretty sure that's over here. There it is. Let's go up here. And I guess we're gonna see what Aina's got to say. Hey, Aina. Are we looking at the sunset? Oh no, we're looking at the mountains.
It's you.
Taking a little break.
Yeah. This seemed like the perfect spot for it.
This is a really pretty spot.
Stia sure is a crazy place, huh? Nothing but jagged rocks and hardly any trees or grass anywhere. And dolls all over the place. I don't think the old me would have lasted even a single day out here.
Aww.
But here I am, with the two of you, somehow. I guess that means I've gotten a little stronger, right?
You've gotten a lot stronger. Definitely.
Really? That means a lot, coming from you. You know, lately, I've been reading Manon's journal a lot.
Does she want you to do that?
Especially everything she's written about enemies. She writes about stuff like how each enemy behaves, and when they're vulnerable to attack. In the past, I would just sort of skim and get the general idea.
But now you're doing a deep dive into the...
But now I really drill down on it and try to find ways to put it into practice.
It's a good idea.
And by doing that, I've kind of come to understand some things. Like about what Manon would do in various situations. I kind of see which scenarios she might have problems with. And I find myself thinking, what would I do in that situation? So I feel like I'm finally starting to find my own fighting style.
Aww. Watch others and learning the basics and build. Yeah, learning the basics and building from there, I think, is more important.
Yeah, I'm trying out lots of different stuff. I've learned that there's always more than one way of doing things.
That's true.
I wouldn't be where I am now without Manon. I hope I can repay her someday. And you too, of course. That's why I have to keep working hard to keep up with you two. Okay, break time is over.
All right.
I thought of a new combat tactic. I can't wait to try it. Well, see you later.
All right. It looks like we've just barely got we're probably barely got enough time to finish all of these. Oh, another one showed up too. All right. So this is straight over here. So we'll go over that way. We might not even finish all of these during this episode. I may have to do a third episode to do the rest of these. Yeah, let's fight this. I want to take this thing down. Oh, whoops. Let's get rid of this guy. There we go. Let's take out these. I don't care about the big dude. Did I get them all? No, there's one more. Oh, he's way over there. What are you doing over here? There we go. Okay, moving on. I could fight you, but I don't really feel like it right now. We are going to go finish some of these other stories. Oh, my auto run didn't start. One of my titles here is fighting equalizing enemies, so that's why I took down that thing. Deliberately wanted to get one of those just so that I don't have to worry about as many later. Those are pretty rare, so whenever I have the chance, I try to fight one. Kanui! What do you got for me? Are you gonna look over at that, like, sulfur island?
I didn't know you were here. There are far fewer enemies here now, but we still need to patrol the area.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have a moment?
I've always got a moment for you. Or for anyone, really.
Thank you. I have a question.
It'd be really funny if you
in
could just say
regards
no.
To Commander Glenn.
Okay.
In all honesty, what is your impression of him?
He's hardworking, but very dedicated and kind of disagreeable to a lot of people. He's strong.
Huh? Yes, I suppose he is. There is no stronger Arcs defender.
But
I must say, I wasn't quite expecting that answer. He is a man
Okay.
of few words, and that can often be misinterpreted.
yes.
It can be even more pronounced when he's focused on an operation. But the truth is that he takes very good care of those under his command. He always takes point in enemy territory, and he stays behind to guard our retreat. He says it's the best way to reduce casualties. That's the reason why his troops trust him implicitly.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And that deep trust is what allows us all to put our lives on the line for the mission.
Understandable.
However, I confess that there are times I wish he was a little more approachable.
Yeah, I think everyone does.
Especially when he meets new people.
That's probably something that everyone thinks.
A member of the Alio supply unit once shared her impression of the commander with me. She was afraid that she might not make it out in one piece if she were ever to upset him.
I can see that.
She was always
Oh, I was ready to fight there, apparently.
Yet strangely stiff around the commander.
I can see that too.
I
Makes sense.
did think it was strange. But I'm glad it was cleared up. before it caused a problem.
Do I have a... Was it Aina?
I believe her name is Citri.
Oh! Zitri.
If, by some chance, you happen to know her, please reassure her. The commander is not actually scary. He simply
Wow.
looks stern and doesn't speak much.
I think, is that the first time we've gotten mention of Zitri outside of a holiday event?
You're one of the very few Ark's defenders that Commander Glenn trusts. I truly hope you'll continue to be someone he can count on.
I think Zitri might have been like the last person I would have expected that to be. Wow. Well, that was interesting. Alright, let's go check this other one. If we wanna... If time wants to go here. We've only got like 4 minutes left. I think we've got time for one more. Oh, and there's a emergency announcement. Aina. Oh, there's another Aina. Alright, let's teleport over here. This shouldn't take too long since we're teleporting in the same region. Unless it does take a really long time, and then this may have been a mistake. No, we're here. Okay. Well, let's go talk to Aina real quick. So it looks like we've got quite a few coming up here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to finish up all the rest of these in the next episode. There she is. Is she gonna look at the giant door?
Emergency announcement. We have confirmed
Aina.
a powerful doll in the vicinity of the...
Hi.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
At least the heat in Ratem was dry. It's all sticky and yucky here. You always put on a brave face, but aren't you hot?
They talked about this before, that the Meteorn don't really experience heat, hot and cold like the rest of the people do.
Oh, okay. I guess you
Yeah.
just handle extreme temperatures well. I mean, it's nice that we get to travel to so many different places,
But
Glenn and his troops have been living here a long time now.
they also have the right clothes for it.
Of course, the dolls here are tough too, but the biggest battle is against the heat.
Yeah.
Even after a tough fight, they can't even rest and recover when it's this hot all the time. It's really like they're just fighting non-stop. It'd be nice if they could at least take it easy while they're at the camp.
Not when there's lava running through the camp.
They don't need our help, but still.
Aw.
Do you think there's anything we can do for them?
Bring an air conditioner? Maybe a gift.
A gift? Like what? Oh, I know.
Oh?
When we were making our way to the nerve center, I made some food for them.
Some cold weather food?
They're always eating that hard bread, but I'm sure they'd enjoy a good meal once in a while too.
Take some of that food from over in Kavaris. Bring it over here.
That might work. Thanks for the advice.
Aw.
I better start gathering up some ingredients then. Let's see. Last time I made something hot because they were physically and mentally exhausted. But this time, I think something cool and refreshing is in order.
Exactly. Yeah.
Probably put Kavera's fruit
That's what I was thinking.
good use. I think I have an idea. Off to find ingredients.
Aw. Alright. I think that's about all the time we've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you liked the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and we'll check out the rest of those little story missions tomorrow. Bye-bye!